Hi, I'm Cody with Wall Street Breakdown. Now, we've talked about this Google story over in the EU before. There's a bit of antitrust problems over there. They were fined well over $2 billion by European regulators, saying that Google was kind of taking advantage of their advertising a little bit by putting their own Google searches, sending people to Google-backed pages to buy products when they were searched. Now, Google offered a couple of different times to give up a little bit of those advertising spaces up for auction. They wanted to keep a few for themselves, the top few for themselves, to still traffic people towards Google's other websites. The EU said, no, that's not going to happen. Today that came down, and the EU said, if you don't change things by Thursday, this Thursday, you're going to be fined 5% of revenue every day going forward. So this is definitely being implemented without any question. So what Google has to do now is Google has to set up a separate company, a company that's going to deal with just the advertising specifically. And Google, as well as everybody else, is going to have to compete at auction to bid on these spaces so that we know for sure that this other Google enterprise that's running the actual auctions is not related to Alphabet specifically. So Alphabet is going to be its own company, and these guys that are going to be doing this, so there's no confusion and no question of if one company's getting a bit of a benefit over any of the other competitors that aren't under the Apple umbrella. We want to make sure we're streamlining this as much as possible, says the EU. We don't want to come back and have to fine you $2+ billion again. And I would imagine Alphabet doesn't want to pay it. But they tried to curtail it as long as possible, and it's really tough to blame them. I mean, honestly, you want to have your stuff at the top of the search. I mean, you do own the search engine anyways. Why wouldn't you want to sell your products in those spots? But I can see where that antitrust stuff does come in, because it just falls down to the fact that everybody uses the Google search already, and when you search up a product and then it's brought up in the top of the results, you assume that it's at the top of the results because it's the best product or best search product for you, for what you're looking for. But in reality, there was a bit of a workaround that was actually having Google just send you to the pages that were selling you stuff under the Google umbrella still. So this is definitely going to make things a lot more transparent as far as the advertising on Google.com over in Europe, of course. The United States and everywhere else is much different, but the EU is putting their foot down, saying no more. So as of Thursday, Google better start to comply, or it's gonna cost them the big dough. I'm Cody with Wall Street Breakdown. Go ahead. Click the subscribe button, click the notifications bell, like this video, and leave a comment or a question. We love to hear from you. Have a good day.